Hi, my name's Dan. I'm here at GRIDLIFE Autobahn with my 1968 Subaru 360. I'm running in Time Attack Super Unlimited. It's my first event with GRIDLIFE in Time Attack. I think this is my 5th GRIDLIFE event overall. I really enjoyed the environment and the people, and so I really wanted to start doing Time Attack with this organization. Primarily, the car was originally built as a $2,000 challenge car for the Grassroots Motorsports $2,000 challenge. The build's evolved since then a little bit. It's based on a 1968 Subaru, and kind of the idea of it was, what if Subaru went LMP racing instead of rally racing and built a modern-ish LMP car out of their own parts bin? So the entire car is built for as cheaply as possible, using a lot of reused Subaru parts. All the drivetrain is from a 2002 Outback, so it's a EJ25. The transmissions from the same Outback converted to be two-wheel drive. All the uprights are from Subaru, but all the suspension geometry is custom. It's got pull rod shocks front and rear, running motorcycle coilovers. The tube frame chassis is 4130 chromoly, so it has a legal spec cage in it, and the seating position was designed to be as much like an LMP car as possible. Keep the weight low, keep the driver as far forward as possible. It's got the stock EJ251 with the normal, it's running the normal ECU, so it's got about 160-ish horsepower at the crank, and like I said, it weighs 1,500 pounds. Had an issue when I first got here. The shifter broke, so I had to weld the shifter back together. Problems when you build a car yourself is things break. So I had to weld the shifter back together, so that made me miss a session, and then I was having overheating issues. So I had to take the passenger side pod off and built a random scoop out of my gear bin for my driving gear. I scabbed that onto the side to get more airflow to the radiator, and I was able to actually cool the car. So I was able to run all the sessions today. So I'm very pleased with how it's going. The adventure of the car has been really interesting. It's gotten to do some things that I didn't expect. Last year in 2022, I took it down to the challenge, and it actually won the event overall. So that was really cool. And then as a result of that, Grassroots actually invited the car to be in their booth at PRI. So I had it at PRI, which was an amazing experience to actually have a car I built in PRI next to all those insane display vehicles and stuff that, insane builds that other people have made, and to have mine there. And then, have a person like Larry Chen took a picture of it and said it was one of his favorite cars from the event, which is just a real big honor to have the car be, have the response it gets. Kind of my goal from the beginning was really to inspire people. There's so much stuff on this car that I haven't ever done before. I've never worked with fiberglass. I've never done sewing. It's got a third element on the front suspension. I've never done that kind of thing. And so it's built on skills I had, and has given me the opportunity to try new things. My hope is that it inspires other people to realize that you're not going to be able to go from not doing anything building to building something like this instantly. But if you pick up the tools and try and get good with a grinder and learn, none of this is that complicated. It's just there's so many different things. And so if you just build your skills a little at a time, you can go from doing something where the cost is daunting to where you can do a lot of it yourself and you can learn. And that's one thing I really like about the GRIDLIFE events, is the organization embraces kind of this insanity. You look at the paddock, not every car is a tube frame and not every car is modified in this kind of way, but there's so many cars with motor swaps and so many cars with aerodynamic pieces that are fabricated by people. And I saw a Skyline with basically the entire sills cut off, and it's basically a tube frame inside. And it's just cool stuff to see other like-minded people that build crazy things with their hands and then get out here and really beat on them and have fun. And that's one of the things I really enjoy about it.